Join me as I take on the challenge of raising adorable alpacas for the very first time. Can I handle their quirky personalities and all the responsibilities that come with it? Watch to the end and see my book link below. I have to say, there's something undeniably charming about alpacas. They're like the epitome of cute, with their fuzzy fur, their big doll-like eyes, and their gentle hums. It's no wonder they're becoming increasingly popular among animal lovers. But what's it really like to raise one of these adorable creatures? Are they as low maintenance as they seem? One of the biggest misconceptions about alpacas is that they are similar to sheep, but that's actually far from the truth. Alpacas are much more high maintenance than sheep, and they require a lot of attention and care. For starters, they need a lot of space to roam around, and their living quarters need to be clean and well ventilated. If you're thinking of raising an alpaca in your backyard, you'll need to make sure you have enough room for them to move around comfortably. Another challenge people face when considering raising alpacas is the cost. Alpacas are not cheap to care for, and you'll need to budget for high-quality food, veterinary care, and other expenses. And on top of that, you'll need to consider the time commitment involved in caring for an alpaca. They need to be fed, groomed, and exercised regularly, which can be a big responsibility. Some people also think that alpacas are easy to handle, but that's not always the case. While they can be gentle and affectionate, they can also be stubborn and independent. You'll need to be patient and consistent when training them, and you'll need to be prepared for the fact that they may not always listen to you. Despite the challenges, many people find that raising alpacas is incredibly rewarding. When you take the time to care for an alpaca properly, they can become incredibly bonded to you, and they can bring a lot of joy and companionship into your life. So what does it take to care for an alpaca? First and foremost, alpacas need a high-quality diet that's rich in fiber and low in sugar. They're grazing animals, so they need plenty of hay and grass to munch on, and they need access to fresh water at all times. You'll also need to provide them with regular veterinary care, including vaccinations and dental care. Grooming is also an essential part of alpaca care. Alpacas have a unique coat that's soft and fuzzy, but it can also be prone to matting and tangling. You'll need to brush them regularly to prevent matting, and you'll need to trim their nails to prevent overgrowth. Socialization is also crucial for alpacas. They're herd animals, so they need to be with other alpacas to feel happy and content. If you're raising a single alpaca, you'll need to provide them with plenty of attention and interaction to prevent boredom and loneliness. Raising an alpaca can be incredibly rewarding, but it's not just about the practical care. The most magical part of raising an alpaca is the bond that forms between you and your animal. When you take the time to care for an alpaca properly, they can become incredibly affectionate and loving. They'll follow you around, nuzzle you, and even give you kisses. For me, the joy of raising an alpaca is all about the little moments. It's watching them run and play in the fields, it's seeing them curl up in their favorite spot, and it's feeling their soft fur and gentle hums. It's a feeling that's hard to describe, but it's one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had. So if you're thinking of raising an alpaca, I highly recommend it. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you're willing to put in the time and effort, it can be an incredibly rewarding experience. Just remember, alpacas are living creatures that require care and attention, and they're not just cute faces. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts about raising alpacas in the comments below. What's your favorite animal, or do you have any experience raising an alpaca? Let me know, and don't forget to check out my other videos on pet care and animal adventures. Check out my book link below now.